to charge!
I'm ready!
I shall spare no effort.
Traitor! Me!
Piranha!
Worry not. I am here.
Piranha!
That hurt!
Piranha!
Worry not. I am here.
Traitor! Me!
Piranha!
Worry not. I am here.
Piranha!
Hurt me!
Piranha!
Traitor hurt me!
These humans. I never imagined that you'd fight us here. But whatever you're planning, it's too late.
We'll hold off these orcs for you, Dragon Slayer. Hurry and destroy the portal!
What do you think you're doing? How audacious of you, human princess. And you, Dragon Slayer. I clearly gave you a thorough thrashing earlier. I still remember the scent of your blood.
Curses. We won't let you get away with this!
Suddenly, Eric quietly moves closer to you.
I'll find a way to restrain him using nature magic. Dragon Slayer, take this chance to destroy the portal over there.
Don't even think about it. Goodbye, inferior mortals. Your city and empire will belong to me soon.
What? No! How did this happen? They invaded the capital right before my eyes. No, we must chase after them. That's right. We can't just wait here and do nothing. But Ghrisnaar, with his power obtained from the dragon remains, we're no match for him at all. Not even you. Wait.
Acilia looks at you with a somewhat unsettling gaze.
Ghrisnaar is not the only one who possesses dragon remains. Narika's mirror. If I recall correctly, as long as we have it, we'll be able to travel to where the dragon remains are sealed. There's no other way now. I'm sorry, Dragon Slayer.
Suddenly, a powerful shockwave rams into you. Your vision goes dark. As you wake up from the unconsciousness, you feel a familiar coldness lingering around you. It all went by so fast. You try to recollect what just happened. Ghrisnaar, the portal, and Princess Acilia. Princess Acilia. She seems to be on the verge of doing something reckless. Something is going on. A sudden uneasiness wells up in your mind. The magic nexus sealing the dragon remains has been completely destroyed, and all the dragon remains have disappeared. Princess Acilia. She must have taken the dragon remains. You must return in haste.
Dragon Slayer! After Ghrisnaar and his subordinates were teleported away, you and the princess suddenly disappeared. A while later, the princess reappeared here, but before we could say anything, she silently jumped into the portal. Then, you returned.
If my guess is right, did Princess Acilia do something she shouldn't have done?
What did you say?
It's just as I thought.
How is this possible? Her Highness couldn't have done something so senseless.
From the looks of the situation, the princess must have thought there was no other choice.
So, you mean?
I believe that to deal with Ghrisnaar, the princess is likely planning to absorb the power of the dragon remains herself.
Bahamut above. Recently, Ghrisnaar has been continuously pushing our forces back, and Her Highness's spirit has been pushed to the limits. Witnessing Ghrisnaar's direct invasion of the capital must have pushed her to the brink of collapse. How could I not have noticed this? No, we must stop her, before a greater tragedy unfolds.
Actually, maybe we don't have to despair just yet.
Chief Eric, do you have a plan?
I've had my suspicions before as well. But seeing Ghrisnaar's magic in person confirms something. The power of the dragon remains that he's using is in fact the power of Inquietum.
What? But the power of Inquietum is clearly diametrically opposed to that of the Dragon God's power of order.
Though I don't know what went wrong during this time, it seems like what Dench believed isn't correct. What the dragon remains contain is not the power of the Dragon God. Maybe the dragon remains became tainted, or it has always been inherently different from what we thought it was. But I'm definitely not mistaken about this. Yulestein was once invaded by such an external power, so I'm familiar with it as well. I feel it too. In that case, you should know. What counters the power of Inquietum is the true power of order from a dragon god. And there's someone amongst us who just so happens to be blessed with such a power.
You're saying...
If my understanding is correct, Princess Cecilia is none other than a paladin who has sworn an oath to Bahamut, the dragon god.
You're saying that the princess possesses a power that can stand up to Ghrisnaar's? But before this...
I think it's because we haven't found a way to use that power properly. The Platinum Dragon God's power of order was what granted the princess with her powers. However, she was still young at that time, and thus had limited use of her powers, so she needed a more powerful person to assist and support her. The Platinum Dragon God's power of order. Do you get my meaning, Dragon Slayer? Indeed, that is so. This is also why we, or rather you, must stop her right now.
As it stands, we cannot delay any longer. We must intervene before the princess makes any rash decisions. This matter concerns the future of an entire empire, Dragon Slayer. We're all counting on you.
Luckily, we can also use the portal that Ghrisnaar set up to get to Lumina.
Yes, I will lead the rest of the troops and catch up with you later. If I'm not mistaken, a battle will already be raging at the other side of the portal. Please, take care, Dragon Slayer.
This place is being ravaged by the fires of war. The soldiers' battle cries, the clashing of weapons, and the smell of smoke so good. We must find Princess Cecilia as soon as possible.
Dragon Slayer, you're already here. But you can't stop me. I have no choice. No, don't. The time for words has passed.
No. No, don't! Don't come closer!
Imbecile mortals! Today comes your doom!
My soldiers. No. I must go save them. I've had enough of you, Ghrisnaar! I won't let you invade my country again!
Am I bleeding?
What? What is happening? What do you mean, Dragon Slayer? Do you mean...
It was sheer luck! You foolish mortals, trying to defeat me! Die!
I see. I will fight beside you, Dragon Slayer.
Worry not. I am here. am here.
Try to hurt me!
Piranha! Take heart! Worry not. I am here.
Try to...
Dragon Slayer, I really don't know what to say. So the key to solving this was in me all along. This is a blessing of the Platinum Dragon God. And it is this dragon power that has protected us. I apologize for letting you see me in such an unseemly state. I can't believe that I actually stole the dragon remains. In any case, Ghrisnaar has been defeated, which will make subjugating his orcs child's play. Let me handle the rest. Thank you, once again, Dragon Slayer.
You have been hard at work, Alice.
Grand Wizard, why are you here?
It is imperative that I be present for such an important occasion, Your Highness. Ah, I see that this inferior being with the delusion of seizing divine power has already been defeated. What perfect timing.
What do you mean?
This familiar feeling. It's been far too long since I've experienced it.
You stole the dragon remains from his body?
Stole? No. I wouldn't call it that. I'm only reclaiming what belongs to me.
What?
But this is still not enough. It's still not enough. This is only one chunk. There's still another chunk on you, isn't there, Your Highness?
You... No, I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
Why? You're asking. Why?
What's so funny?
For 500 years. For a whole 500 years. I've wandered through this land that took everything away from me. Searching for what I've lost. I've transfigured into insects, into birds and beasts, and into inferior mortals like you. For 500 years. For a whole I've taken on the features of a homeless human wizard. I've allowed others to call me by a mortal name. And I've even entered the palace to serve you mortal royalty and nobles. Until I almost forgot my real name. I've taken on the features of a homeless human wizard. I've allowed others to call me
Utior.
Utior? Who's Utior? No, there has never existed a Utior since the beginning. I am Lord of the Crypt, son of Tiamat, the Violet Dragon. Grumark. 500 years ago, your filthy kind robbed me of my flesh, desecrated my corpse, and glorified it for generations to come. Now, the time has finally come for me to reclaim it all. 500 years ago, your hand over the dragon remains. Farewell, mortals. Behold, true vengeance of a dragon.
Dragon Slayer, Princess, are you all right? Ah, you defeated Ghrisnaar. But he looks like...
You and the princess exchange a silent glance.
What happened?
I think there are some hidden crises lurking beneath the surface that we've previously overlooked.
You and Asilia recount what just happened to Eric.
What? So you mean that Grand Wizard Utir is the Violet Dragon Grumog? The fallen dragon in the Empire 500 years ago? And he's now made off with all the dragon remains. How terrible. Utir. No. Violet Dragon Grumog has been lurking within the Empire's court all this time. No doubt waiting for an opportunity to recover his body. Meanwhile, the dragon remains are essentially the scattered remains of the Violet Dragon. When he gathers all the dragon remains, he'll be able to use them to reconstruct his physical dragon form. Meanwhile, the dragon remains are essentially the scattered remains of the Violet Dragon. When he gathers all the dragon remains, he'll be—
Bahamut above. The capital just suffered an orc invasion, so I believe it will be difficult for us to stand up to a dragon attack.
No. Perhaps there's still time for us to stop this. As I mentioned before, the dragon remains have been contaminated with Inquietum. However, it seems like in his haste to recover his body, Grumog hasn't realized this. As I mentioned before, it'll take some time for the Violet Dragon to recover his physical form, as the tainted dragon remains will result in two opposing energies conflicting in his body. This will undoubtedly affect his consciousness, and thus prevent him from truly regaining his power. It'll take some time for the Violet Dragon to recover his physical form, as the tainted dragon remains will result in two opposing energies so there's still a chance to save the situation. And the key to it all is you, Dragon Slayer. Have you really not noticed? From the moment you could easily collect the dragon remains, to defeating Ghrisnaar, you didn't solely rely on the princess's power. Have you really not noticed? From the moment you could— Although I don't know how everything came to be, I can now confirm with some certainty that you possess the ability to manipulate Inquietum, Dragon Slayer. This is also rather hard for me to believe, but all the evidence points this way. While some sorcerers possess similar talents, none of them can wield this power to the extent that you do. This is also rather hard for me to believe, but all the evidence in any case, this is the key to stopping Grumog as well. While he is engulfed in self-rupture due to the Inquietum, you can seize this opportunity and use your Inquietum manipulation ability to defeat him. While he is engulfed in self-rupture due to the— This is something only you can do, Dragon Slayer. I'm glad to see you so enthused, Dragon Slayer. But in any case, dragons are the children of gods, and possess powers far beyond any mortals. So you must be extremely careful.
I hate to say it, but the fate of the Empire rests upon your shoulders once again, Dragon Slayer. Narika's mirror is hereby returned to you. Once again, I apologize for my earlier mistake.
Soldiers! Advance!
Meanwhile, I must get back to fulfilling my duties. It seems the end of this war is nigh. Once it's all over, we'll meet you in Dragon's Eyrie, Dragon Slayer.
Having lost their chief, the Orc soldiers quickly become scattered and disorganized. Under Asilia's command, the Empire's troops swiftly defeat the last remnants of the Orc forces. Before long, Lumina has returned to its former tranquility.
Dragons, especially the Violet Dragon, known as Lord of the Crypt, have a fondness for lairs, where they have resided for a long time, and Grumog must be no exception as well. Violet Dragon Grumog is rumored to have once established his lair beneath the capital of a fallen dynasty. Do you have any clues as to its whereabouts, Dragonslayer? Violet Dragon Grumog.
The image of the desolate and mysterious capital ruins appears in your mind. Utyr had requested that you seal the dragon remains there. Perhaps there is a connection between them. The image of the desolate...
That's wonderful. I'll entrust this to you then, Dragonslayer.
Ah, come to fulfill your calling as the Dragon Slayer, have you? Did you know there's a nauseating stench emanating from something grotesque within you? It makes my flesh crawl, even from a vast distance. Were I not set to retrieve the dragon remains, I would never have let something as disgusting as you come so close. No matter. Everything is drawing to an end. The great Grumog will be reborn again, and every one of you despicable mortals that dared offend me shall pay the price. No matter. Everything is drawing, and you, vile mortal who dares challenge a true dragon in his lair, I believe you are already prepared to die. You shall be the sacrifice for my rebirth.
The force suddenly seizes you, dragging you down towards the ground.
Present yourselves to the Lord of the Crypt, mortals.